I know that I'm not alone in my desire to live a simple life, a life that is rich in abundance, but maybe not necessarily material abundance. When I think about living a simple life, I quickly gravitate towards a rural or pastoral setting, maybe something like a modern day little house on the prairie. You know, quaint, but with indoor plumbing and internet. Or maybe a cabin in the woods, van life, reducing all of my possessions down to a backpack. These are the images that come to mind when I start dreaming about living a simple life. And there's this quote from Thoreau in his book, Walden. "I went to live in the woods because I wished to live deliberately, to front only the essential facts of life and to see if I could not learn what it had to teach, and not, when I come to die, discover that I had not lived." And I think that this desire of simplicity sort of comes up when we're faced with all the pressures of modern world and the demands on our lives and our attention and just everything, all the possibilities of all the stuff that we can do and maybe that we feel is expected of us. Even when I'm dreaming about these idealized simple lives, I realize that my life in a city is quite simple, that my wife and I live a pretty simple life, and much of that is by design. I've come to realize that a lot of complexity that people have in their lives is self-imposed and created, and that we're given a lot of choice. And when I talk about choice, of course, I'm talking about my own experience, my own situation. And I just think about this idea of wanting to run away to a different place to live more simple, but it's not necessary. You can make your life as simple or as complex as you choose. Now, once you have built up a lot of complexity in your life, it's much harder to pare things down because I think a lot of people focus on all of the stuff that they're giving up. But rather than focusing on what you are giving up, think about all the benefits that you gain. The flexibility and free time, which most of my free time gets turned into YouTube videos and filming and editing. But the financial freedom that comes with not having so many financial obligations and burdens and the money that's freed up. The ability and just the way you move around the world to connect better to your community, to friends, to family, to be present and not occupied constantly with things to do that have to get done, places to go. I find that is very freeing to not have all of those obligations. If you have created a simple life for yourself or you're in the process of it, leave a comment down below of some of the things that you have done to simplify your life, to minimize possessions, distractions, obligations. I would love to hear because I am by no means perfect. My life still seems far too scattered and hectic. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little video of me just sort of sharing thoughts with some overlay of some various imagery from my past few days. I wish you the very best, and I encourage you to take a moment and reflect on what you do in day-to-day life, and if it's necessary, if it's serving you, if it makes you feel good, feel fulfilled, and if you have the means and ability to choose, make decisions that are make you happy. So that's all. You don't have to leave the city to live a simple life. You can live a simple life wherever you're at. See ya. Bye.